Bicycles to planes to moon. Dawn of Aviation. Dayton, Ohio, USA. In search of aviation history and Wright Brothers bicycle shop. Carillon Historic Park is a 65-acre open-air museum which is filled with incredible history, steeped in mystery and wrapped in romance. This park contains historic buildings and exhibits concerning the history of technology and the history of Dayton and its residents from the end of 18th century to the present day. The Wright Brothers National Museum houses the 118-year-old, the 1905 Wright Flyer III, the world's first practical airplane. An ecstatic rush gushes into my body and soul each time I visit that airplane model. Besides Wright brothers, John H. Patterson, the founder of NCR, James Ritty, the inventor of cash register, Charles Kettering, the inventor of automobile starter, Edward A. Dietz, an industrialist, are some other legendary entrepreneurs of Dayton of the bygone era. Much controversy persists over the many competing claims of early aviation at the turn of the 20th century. Europeans were very skeptic about Wright brothers' flying ability in the early 1900s until the two brothers successfully flew their plane in France in 1908. Just 67 years after that successful flight of Wright Flyer III, I made half the way across the world from India to USA in a jumbo jet in less than 24 hours, 51 years ago back in 1972. My God, how much and how rapidly the aeronautical science must have advanced and evolved in such a short time. This third flying machine was truly the first practical fixed-wing aircraft. Then Wright brothers invented a 3-axis control system which enabled the pilot to steer the aircraft effectively and to maintain its equilibrium. Over the years, the brothers gained experience and mechanical skills while working in their Dayton shop with printing presses, bicycles, motors, and other machinery. Experience they gained from building and repairing bicycles helped them a great deal to build flying machines. "156 years ago, back in 1867, older Wilbur was born in Millville, Indiana, USA. He had a 4 years high school education. 4 years later, younger Oliver was born in nearby Dayton, Ohio. He had a 3 years high school education. In elementary school, younger Orville was mischievous and once even was expelled from the school. When the boys were younger, father gave a toy helicopter to Wilbur and Orville. One day while playing, the toy broke off. Then Orville and Wilbur built a new helicopter on their own. That experience sparked their interest in flying. Both loved to bike and were dedicated cyclists. Both brothers never got married. They were bicycle retailers, publishers, manufacturers, airplane inventors, printers, and above all, excellent self taught engineers and geniuses.
Van Cleve, this is called the Van Cleve model, the top of the line. It is named after their great paternal grandmother, who came up from Cincinnati in a canoe and was part of the first settlers who set foot on land to develop the city of Dayton on April 1st, 1796. Wow. They had a repairing bicycles from 1892 to 1896. In 1896, they started making their own bicycles, and they made 195 bicycles. Of that 195, only 5 are left in the entire world. 2 are in this building, 2 are owned by Henry Ford, 1 on display in his village in Greenville, Dearborn, Michigan, and 1 on loan to the Smithsonian, and the 5th one is at Wright Pat Air Base here in Dayton. And what it looks like, if I walk in front, your picture there, is it looks like this. And this shape is critical. This tunnel tells them, number 1, that everything should be narrow. Don't make it wide. Now the length is not as important, the arbor. The most important part is the high point of the curve. And that they discovered should be 1/4 back, and that's Charlie Taylor I was telling you about. Earlier what I mentioned to these folks was Charlie Taylor was a master mechanic. He could build anything, but their sister Catherine could not stand because he smoked cigars all the time, and it was completely filled with smoke, and he swore like a Boilermaker, and she did not like it. Now, the only time she would come down is to use the phone here.
And I am M.S. Patil or Mahendra Patil beyond the shadow of doubt. For my YouTube channel named World Travels and Cultures from the very heart of Chicago, Illinois, USA. Thank you kindly.